The Humble Bowling Alley is a place for family and friends alike to knock over a few pins and have fun. A place that, like most things, has a story behind it. So come with me as I interview the owner of Marston's local bowling alley.
My name is Darren Pilcher and I own the bowling alley. What I do here is maintain it, serve customers, manage the staff. Pretty much that's what needs to be done when you're an owner of a bowling alley.
What did you do before the bowling alley?
I've owned a lot of businesses in my life, Cody. Mainly the laundry industry. So prior to lots of different jobs working for other people, I got into a business. It was called Wairarapa Laundry. I bought it way back in 1999 when I first moved to the Wairarapa from Wellington. I was already in the laundry industry in Wellington with a company I worked for, and after moving to the Wairarapa and buying the local business here, I did that for 12 years before I built the bowling alley, which was a very challenging business. And then went on to build this location. Yes. So that's what I did.
How did you get the bowling alley?
Well, it's a funny story. I was bowling with my children over in Wellington, and basically I had a pin jam with these machines. Well, the ones on the right hand side, because I've upgraded the ones on the left hand side here behind me. So the ones on the right hand side were built in 1985, so they're quite old machinery, and so they used to have a few pin jams, as a lot of people would know here. When we first opened, we had a lot of pin jams and things like that because of the machinery's old. So anyway, I had a pin jam, and I was bowling with the kids, so I went up to the counter and got talking to the man at the counter and said, our machine's jammed up, just like customers do for me here. And he said, oh, don't worry about that. When we move to our brand new centre on the Hutt Road, that won't happen. We'll have all new machines. So straight away I thought to myself, being a businessman and always being a bit of an entrepreneur and tried putting my hand to many different ventures. So I said to him, well, what are you going to do with the old equipment? There was 20 bowling lanes, not like the 9 we've got here. I only installed 9 of them, so there was 20 bowling lanes. And he said, they'll be all scrapped, wrecked, torn out. And I said, that's a bit of a shame. Who do I talk to about buying them? And I thought, why not? Let's have one in Marston. And I thought, I can strip them all out, bring them over here and reassemble it. And so he put me in contact with the person. Well, it was a consortium of people that owned the strike centre over there on the motorway on the Hutt Road. And so I did a deal with them, and then I had 6 weeks to dismantle it all and get it out. It took me 8 weeks. I had to ask for a 2-week extension, and I dismantled 20 bowling lanes and 20 bowling machines and carted them all over. I used to tow every night I had a big car trailer behind my Falcon, and I would tow 2 bowling machines on top of this car trailer, and in the middle of the night a friend of mine, Brent Goodwin, and at the time I had a business partner in the venture of the bowling alley, Doug, who's my brother-in-law, and he was tied up with Brent Goodwin at the Picture Theatre. And so what we did is we would unload these machines at night, lift them into the live theatre, which is down at the back of the Picture Theatre, there onto the stage. So when we first dismantled it all and started bringing it over, lanes and bowling machines, we put all the bowling machines underneath the Picture Theatre. So there was 20 bowling machines sitting there. And then the rest of the lane material I stored in the old cheese factory in Carterton. My cousin Tiny Pilcher owned the property there, and we stored them in the big sheds they had there. And they sat there for a few years until this location became available, and then we had the opportunity to reassemble it all and put it all back together. So that's how I came to doing the venture, just by getting a pin jam. It was really just an opportunity, and I'm the sort of person that I see an opportunity, I try and jump on it. It's that entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, so what are the challenges in running a bowling alley?
Well, it really depends on a lot of things. Number one is your equipment, how old it is, how hard it is to maintain it. And so it was very challenging in the early stages of when I built this centre because, equipment from 1985, you're talking 38-year-old machines when we built in 2010. And I knew nothing about them, nothing whatsoever, but I have a mechanical aptitude and I'm quite good at pulling things apart and putting it back together, so I had to learn very quickly how to maintain a bowling alley, so that's one of the biggest challenges. We don't have millions of dollars in the bank, and like some businesses that are corporate based and things like that, they've just got loads of money and can throw money at things and pay technicians and for Masterton to have a bowling alley. When we built, there was only 19,800 people in this town, so it didn't actually justify building a bowling alley here. I probably made a mistake. I probably should have built it in a place like Wanganui where there was 60,000 people, more concentrated density of people, and they didn't have a bowling alley, still don't to this day. That's one of the challenging things, is having the population to make sure that it keeps it viable, because you've got a lot of maintenance on these machines. You've got rent on the building. Our rent here is quite a lot of money. It's over $100,000 a year. We got like $2,100 a week in rent to find, plus wages, plus insurance, plus maintenance on the building. Maintenance on chairs, anything, tables that break. So there's a lot of challenges. Staffing, wage costs have gone through the roof, and we're in a cost of living crisis right now. So it's been really challenging. When we first opened up, we went through 2 droughts. We had trouble still learning with the machines, and I've slowly been upgrading things and making things better and learning more about them. So we're a lot better centre these days, and it's easier now to survive. And diversing the business as well by putting in a lot of arcade machines. We ran bumper cars for a period of time, which were good, but they were labour intensive and they got damaged a lot because people were pretty rough with them. Now I find that the arcade's far more suitable to make the business more sustainable.
Yeah.
So lots of challenges, wages, rent, energy costs, there's loads of things.
What made you want to have a bowling alley?
Oh look, Cody, I suppose it's, there's a lot of reasons why. It was a little bit of a dream, to be honest. Not that I've had a lot to do with the bowling industry. I knew nothing about it when I did it. It's just that entrepreneurial spirit, and I thought, well, why can't we have one in Masterton? Here's an opportunity. I'll just take it and go for it. That's really why. I probably made a bad business mistake, because, like I say, we're up to, I think, 39,000 people in Masterton now. It makes it more viable. But back then, 14 years ago, when we built the place, it was really tough. Really, really tough. But it was just that whole entrepreneurial spirit. That's what made me want to build a bowling alley. And I thought, we can have one. Why not? If you go around the country, there's only one other place I know of in New Zealand that has a bowling alley that is under 60,000 people, and that's Oamaru. Oamaru has a bowling alley built into its hotel complex called the Galleon. And so that's why they have one, a little touristy, I suppose. But I thought, oh well, why not? Let's do it.